Yeah, so as I was saying, you know, the 34 miles per gallon isn't too bad because I've been, you know, kind of goofing around, driving here and there. So, wow, I'm getting hot in here. I'm gonna turn that off. I really do love the way everything's set up, though. You got your little push button start. Now, I did add that red there, so there's a little thing from eBay for $12 or something like that. And everything's just so accessible. If it wasn't for this darn cord, everything's so accessible. You have, well, okay, yeah, stupid monsters. Anyway, the cup holders are an interesting little thing. They kind of just pop out. You see this? It's kind of a weird way of getting around having cup holders, I guess, because they kind of just pop back into their spot. It works though. Now, another major thing over the previous ND1 is the telescopic steering wheel. Now you can push it in, pull it towards you, down, up and down, just like almost everyone after 94 or whatever it was. And you can push it in, and that's a huge deal because I always thought the biggest problem with my NC was that it did not have a telescopic wheel, which didn't make sense to me. Yes, it adds, you know, 7 pounds or something for Mazda to do so, which they admitted. But you know, that's fine with me. I'll take 7 pounds extra on a 2,400 pound car just for that. All the little buttons here, you know, this is for the stereo, it's volume, there's phone, you change your station there, there's another thing with the phone, Bluetooth, your cruise control, very simple, very intuitive, very well put out. Everything's been done very well with this car. You can tell that Mazda really thought about things with this. And here's your basic, you know, working of the infotainment screen. I showed you that one. I showed you guys that one before. You know, here's you know, entertainment. You could go through you put your phone in, USB. It comes standard with Sirius. You know, FM. And here's one thing I actually found really cool. When you go to FM or radio, excuse me, go to FM or radio, I really like the way this dial works. So you go to the center here, and this is the dial, and you change the dial or the radio station by spinning this. So as I spin that, this is moving, and then you just either wait on the station you want, or you click on it, whichever one you want. But I really think this is kind of an ingenious idea. I know it's probably nothing new, and some of you are probably rolling your eyes. But to me, this is a really cool little thing. I really like playing around with this. I didn't do so much with it because I had satellite. You know, I just stuck with satellite because, you know, who wouldn't? But, you know, this is a pretty ingenious way of displaying, you know, what station you're on, because you don't have to go through the guessing game. You move the dot, you move it one thing and it goes up 0.2, you know, 0.2. That's a cool thing, in my opinion. Now, there's tons of other things, including some strange things. Now, here, you know, you can turn on, it's on, there, look how bright it got, wow. It's on night, obviously, because it's night. You change the brightness, blah, 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 blah. Now, I have to touch up here for that. I'm going to hit safety. Now, you can change, this has Smart City brake support, of course, so you can change how far and how loud it warns you from another car. I have it on the highest spot. Blind spot monitoring is standard on this car for the first time, which is great. I really do appreciate that. It does light up on the sides, in the mirrors, when a car is next to you, and that's great, especially when you have the top up. Okay. Lane departure, that does get a little bit annoying. However, you can change that by pressing one of these buttons. That's traction control, and that turns off that. And there you will see on the bottom right, on, off, and then traction is right there. Now, that's the lane departure system needs work. I think most ND2 owners would agree with me on that. It's just not that good. It overreacts or underreacts. And then there's your basic sound, you know, things, change your sound. Now, here's some interesting things. Let me show you this. You could change, you know, blah, 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 temperature, etc., etc. However, there is something, let me see where it's at. It might be in applications. No, it's not. Anyway, there's something where you can basically change the sound or how loud the turn signal is, which is, I thought, was very strange. Bose Audio Pilot, a lot of the Mazdas have that. I don't know what it does. I never used it. It's probably something obvious, and you guys don't think I'm an idiot. Okay, here we go. So door locks. You know, you could look at all the options here just for the door lock. Walk away lock, unlock mode, driver's mode, auto relock mode. How many seconds? You could put it, you know, 30, 9, whatever. I mean, I just have it, you know, wherever. Now, and then you get into turn signals. Look at this. What car has a turn signal volume toggle? I've never seen this. High or low. All right, so of course I'm going to put it on high. And you can also change the way it flashes. So when you turn it, you hit the button once, but don't commit to it, it'll flash 3 times, like if you're making a quick turn into a driveway. It's very strange. I appreciate that Mazda did this, but it's a little weird. And you can, here you go, look, interior timeout, door, blah, 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 blah. Oh, headlight off, coming home light, leaving home light, daytime running lights. Those are great, but you can turn it off right there. It's very, very interesting. You know, I don't really know what they were going for with that. I guess they just want to give you as much customization as possible, as a Justin Bieber song is playing. The biggest drawback, though, of course, is the room. Now, if I didn't have so much junk on the seat, you would be able to tell, but there's very little room. In fact, there is not even a glove box. So your glove box is this. That is your glove box. Okay, now understandably, in this soft top version, it goes further back, and there are little things behind the seats. In the RF or hardtop version, it does not go back as far. So we're gonna get it out on the road in just a moment, and well, that's the basics of the interior. Very, very simple. Hit start, shut it off, and then you get your fuel economy. Obviously, gonna be at 0 because we've been idling here a while. That's my little phone mount. That's not part of the car. Really, it's a great buy. It's a great buy. I mean, considering what you get for your money for this, you know, the closest thing I would say is probably a C5 Corvette. Yes, the C5 Corvette is faster. Yes, no question about it. However, I think the interior is not so great on those. You know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. The ones I've been in, it just feels cheap and flimsy. I know they improved that with the C6, C7, of course, and of course, the C8 is a whole different ball game. But yeah. Okay. So anyway, and here is our six-speed shifter. Now it is a short throw. There's third, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and we get a backup camera. Check this out. Push down and up like that. And look at that. Standard. This is standard in this car. Whereas before 2019, I believe 2018 and below, it was not even offered. As far as I know, it might have been on the Grand Touring, but it was not on the Club or the Sport. Now it goes Sport, Club, Grand Touring. That is how it goes. Sport is the cheapest. However, it has no limited slip differential. It also doesn't have as many speakers as this. It doesn't have as many features. It doesn't have the heated seats that we mentioned. It has a lot of, it doesn't have the body pieces. It doesn't have these